I put my favorite candle on. I have made myself an espresso, and I'm gonna be talking about Anna Karenina, the book that I finished right before New Year's, and it took me 5 months to finish this book. I read pretty slow in the beginning, and then in the end I just read much faster because I think I just wanted to finish the book. Although I enjoyed it very much, it was a tough read. At least some points in the book where the focus was too much on farming. It was like an in-depth description of farming, and in my opinion that was not the most fascinating topic. Anyways, apart from that, I really like the book. So, apart from the in-depth description of farming that I received while reading this book, I also received an in-depth description of the minds of the characters in this book, and that was the part that fascinated me the most. And I will be talking about Anna and Levin, two of the characters in this book, the most during this video, because while I was thinking about the book yesterday, I thought that if the book Anna Karenina would be a season, it would definitely be winter. It would be a long, long winter. And I wrote yesterday that Anna Karenina is not for the light days of summer, it's to be read during the depths of winter. And this is a book full of people who cannot tolerate the stillness and the silence. And winter is all about stillness, silence, and coming home to yourself. And Anna, for example, she does anything to avoid being with herself and with her own thoughts. She can't bear her own thoughts. She just seeks passion, adventure, all these things to just help her to free herself from her own mind and her own dysfunctional thoughts. And in a way, she is refusing winter. She does not rest and she does not reflect, and if she's reflecting, it's this dysfunctional kind of thinking, obsessive kind of thinking she's doing. And then in contrast we have Levin, who is most of the time extremely miserable, and he is caught up in his thoughts most of his awakened life. And as much as he is caught up in his thoughts, he very seldom has answers to all these thoughts. But the thing is, he is allowing himself to be in it. He doesn't flee from his misery. He is somehow embracing it. He's fully in it, allowing himself to just be miserable. So winter doesn't have to destroy us. It just exposes the strategies we use to avoid ourselves. So with this being said, how do we choose to treat ourselves when nothing much is happening on the outside, or when the world and nature is slowing down? Are we going to accept it, embrace it, or are we going to run away from it? Book a ticket to Thailand, maybe? Nothing wrong with that. We can as well reflect upon these things underneath the warm sun. Anyways, this was just my short reflections of this book. I just wanted to bring it into the light of winter, and this book has a lot of things to say, and this was just like a tiny brief reflection of the book. And despite the in-depth descriptions of farming, I must say that I really enjoyed reading this book. It was a challenge to my patience. I really learned patience while reading this book, and although it was boring at some times, I think the boringness is really crucial in today's society. I think it's crucial to to slow down, to just quiet down, and to just be able to be a little bit bored or without as much stimuli all the time, because it can easily become too much. So as I don't want to sprint through life, I just want to some days have this quiet walk in the park. And that's why these books are so crucial, because they help us to slow down. They help our minds to slow down, I would say. And for me, that's very much something that I'm seeking. So, and if you also want to slow down your mind and become more patient, then I highly recommend this book.